But he was all of those things last time. So if we're
This is Danny Gaffone for ESBR Boxing. We're in Manchester. We've just had the weigh-in for Leigh versus Mauricio Lara 2. Very controversial weigh-in, which we'll come on to. It's a pleasure to be joined by Sam Jones. Sam, first and foremost, you're here, of course, for Jack Catterall. No such issues for Jack making weight ahead of, I should say, what I'm sure has been a very frustrating time for him, but back in the ring after, 15 months against Lara you must be buzzing for Jack just to finally get back at it.
It's one of the most excited I've ever been to come to a fight, because I know Jack's been out in the ring far too long, but he's a proper professional. He's been in the gym, he's been getting better and better, and listen, can't wait to see him get in there and do the business against a very solid fighter in Lara coming off a big win.
I was just going to come on to that. What do you make of Lara as an opponent? Because we saw him here, the away fighter, a couple of months ago. He's upset a few feathers then. Jack probably could have got away with a slightly softer touch, do you think?
No, definitely not. Jack's a few levels above Lara, but again, he has to go in there and prove it. I like him, mate. He's good value, he's taught well, he's, as I say, he didn't look too confident on the old weigh-in then, and I think it's dawning on that he's going to get hit with numerous backhands in the first few rounds, and I believe Jack will get him out of there.
Solid fighter Lara may be. Jack's a favourite. I think we all expect him to come through. What fight do you like for Jack next? Matchroom are sort of signing 140 fighters, it seems, every other day.
Again, it's like what I said on these interviews, I don't like to look, I've been around in boxing long enough to know you can't overlook your opponents, but the Regis Prograis fight is the obvious fight for me to make for Jack next, and as I say, all being well, Jack wins, looks good, we can make that fight next.
Certainly looking forward to see Jack back in action Saturday night. We've got to talk about Mauricio Lara. Where to start? So the board put in that he wasn't allowed, the check weight was too high, he's come in near 130 pounds, near super featherweight limit.
He was never going to make the weight the size of him, so as I say, I think it's a bit unprofessional, and I hope Leigh smashes into bits.
I've just seen Ben Davison say on Twitter, someone else is reporting it, that he's considering pulling Leigh out of the fight. What are your thoughts on that?
Ben won't do that. It's too big a night for Leigh Wood. Leigh can get in there and win his belt back. I think Lara's going to come out reckless for the first 3 rounds, and I think then I think it could be Leigh's night.
I just want to get your thoughts on a few more things, Sam. I know you don't work with him anymore, but close friend of yours, Joe Joyce, activating the... As Eddie goes crazy in the background, Joe Joyce activating the rematch clause against Leigh Zhang.
He was always going to do that, mate. He was always going to do that, and it's the only fight for him out there. If Joe would have gone another route, it would have been the incorrect decision. Joe's 37 years old. Go and get your fucking belt back.
What can he do different, do you think, to beat Leigh?
Move out the fucking way for a start. Better sparring, stone heavier. Joe will win the rematch, mate. Better preparation, you'll win the rematch.
I feel as if I've got to ask you about Billy Nelson, Martin McCauley. The ongoing Twitter stuff, honestly, it creases me up every day.
Did you like today's one?
Mate, was it the day that he would beat the shark?
Beat the flu. Yeah, Billy said he's full of flu, he might not.
He might not go to Conlon, that's what it was.
He might go to Conlon and said, the rumours McCauley beat the flu without a lemsip.
In all seriousness though, where would you, if say you've guided Joe Joyce, guided lots of fighters, where would you look to be guiding Martin McCauley if you were in Billy Nelson's shoe?
Rematch with Michael Hunter, mate, because no one's going to come and fight for Martin McCauley voluntarily. Hunter's offered his services, he smashed him to bits in the first fight. Go and prove to everyone that it was what you said it was a fluke, like what Joe's doing, invoking the rematch. Go and get your...
Get up, Joey boy! And that,
look, you should go there and rematch Michael Hunter and then move on, because he isn't getting a world title shot for many years to come, so do that.
Very last thing I want to get your thoughts on, Daniel Dubois, the purse bids for the fight with Usyk's been won by K2, what are your thoughts on it all?
I think Daniel Dubois won the lottery, mate. Don Charles won the lottery, Daniel Dubois won the lottery, and Frank Warren needs knighting for getting Daniel Dubois into this position, bottom line.
What sort of chance do you give him against Usyk?
0.
Sam Jones, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Top man.